It's 8:30. Good morning, I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. The massive expansion of the Newcastle fuel terminal has been recommended for approval despite environmental concerns. Fuel storage giant Stolthaven wants to increase fuel imports from 300 million litres to 1 billion litres a year at its terminal on the former BHP site at Mayfield. However, the Environment Protection Authority says emissions of the toxic chemical benzene have been exceeded at the terminal in the past and is concerned this will only increase. But the State Planning Department says the approval is in the public interest and the emissions can be managed. A man has been charged over the brazen theft of a motorbike outside the Waihi Point Marina. The 35-year-old is accused of stealing the Yamaha bike on Good Friday in broad daylight. Sergeant Dave Rose says police arrested him at Brightwaters yesterday after reviewing CCTV footage.
At around 11:50 on Tuesday morning, officers arrested a 35-year-old man on Kimball Road. He was taken to Toronto Police Station, where he was later charged with stealing a motor vehicle. The man was granted conditional bail. It's expected he will appear before Toronto Local Court on Wednesday, the 6th of May.
The family of a Sydney man who was last seen in the Hunter 10 months ago has offered a $50,000 reward in the hope of finding him alive. Nick Veljanovsky was last seen on the 183 bus at Rutherford and walking along the New England Highway at Hexham in June last year, just days after he disappeared following a bushwalk in Sydney's south. The 28-year-old's family believes he is still alive and is living somewhere in the Hunter. There are calls for authorities to excavate a Hunter Valley property believed to be home to a mass grave containing hundreds of greyhound carcasses. The current owners of the 25-hectare property, who bought it in 2013, have told the Herald they want the land dug up so those responsible can be held to account. It's claimed the property was a well-known dumping site for slow or injured greyhounds. Already some canine bones have been uncovered. Charlestown Talks, a community event discussing local issues with local identities, is set to be held tonight. The event will focus on women and work-life balance and will see Lake Macquarie Mayor Jody Harrison, Dr Christine Oz and business owner Marie McCarthy share their stories. Chairperson Chelsea Widowick says the event is open to anyone interested, not just women.
This event is relevant to women who are raising children and working, but it really is open to anyone who's interested because it is a topical subject. Everyone is affected, whether you're a husband or a friend or a grandparent.
The event will be held at Central Charlestown Leagues Club tonight from 7:30. And motorists are being advised to be aware of changed traffic conditions along Nelson Bay Road at Bob's Farm from today. Roads and Maritime Services is hoping to improve road safety and reduce traffic delays in the process of upgrading the 4.2 kilometre stretch of road. Road users travelling east toward Nelson Bay and west toward Newcastle will be directed onto separate lanes between Cromarty Lane and Binder Lane. At least one lane will remain open in each direction while work is carried out throughout April. Now with sport, Belinda Delaceres.
The Newcastle Knights have tweaked their starting lineup for Friday night's round 6 blockbuster against Cronulla, following the side's first loss of the season against the Dragons on Easter Saturday. Chris Houston will cover an injured Beau Scott in the second row, while Joseph Tapine's been added to an extended bench. David Faulongo's been pushed back to the sideline after 2 weeks in the front row. Meanwhile, Corbin Sims will mark a milestone, set to play alongside brother Tarek for the first time in red and blue after returning from suspension. Jets owner Nathan Tinkler's come under fire for continuing to back embattled coach Phil Stubbins in the wake of Monday's 2-0 loss to Perth. Fans expressed their anger with a giant banner spread across 3 grandstand bays, calling for Stubbins' head to no avail, Tinkler instead vowing to give the coach a chance to redeem himself next season. And Maitland-born rugby league star Luke Dawn has been praised for his record-setting effort, becoming the highest-scoring overseas player in the UK Super League. That's sport. I'm Belinda Delaceres.
2NURFM News Time 26 to 9.